So remember me saying I have lots of musical instruments? Yeah, I do. I've got a lot of stuff. A lot of really fun toys that are great, and I can combine them and do all sorts of neat stuff, and it's gear that I've collected over a lifetime. Like there's my first MIDI synth there, Casio CZ101. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff. There's my Casio AZ1 MIDI controller that belonged to none other than Thomas Dolby, who I have had the pleasure of working with on several occasions. And he's a great guy, and I just finished reading his book, and it's really good. Anyways, yes, so all this gear that I have, and ultimately I have it because it brings me joy. I just enjoy playing with this stuff. It's fun. Music-wise, I've got more gear than I need for creating music, but it's great to be able to just instantly go to something and know in my head what this gear is going to do and be able to make that gear do it. So having lots of gear is handy. It certainly gives you a big palette, but you don't need lots of gear. In fact, you can get by just fine with one piece of gear, and it could be anything. So one of each thing, right? One digital recorder, one musical instrument, and one effects device. And I've got plenty to choose from. So what I thought would be kind of fun to do would be to make a song, just a goofing around song, not a real song or anything, but just a goofing around song to show you how, with just one synthesizer, one effects processor, and one digital audio recorder, that's all you need to produce a song. That's overkill. So of all the gear I've got, I've been thinking what would be the most fun to be the only piece of gear to make a song out of. And so here we go. Ready? This is going to be the piece of gear that we do it with. Ta-da! The Moog MG-1. Now this guy here, the very first synthesizer I ever touched was a Moog MG-1. And they had it in our Radio Shack in Simcoe. And I would go there after school and I would play this thing basically until I had to go home for dinner. Because it was just, this was the future, and this was amazing. And sadly, they were $799 Canadian at the time, and I could not afford it. It might have well as been $1 million, because that was just way more than a kid in grade 9 could afford. Okay, so we've got our setup here for this one synth challenge or one synth demonstration. Basically me showing you that you don't need a lot of gear to make music. So if you've got one keyboard you like, something to record it onto, could be a recorder or your computer, and some sort of effects, and that's all you need. That's all she wrote. So we're going to use the MG-1 as our sound source because I love this little synth and it's got a very special place in my heart. We're going to use the Tascam DP-100 to record the audio to, because using this is like using the old 4-track cassette Porta Studios that Tascam had, and that's where I got my start. And you might be wondering, why are you not using your 24-track digital recorder for this? Because you'd be able to do so much more, so much easily. And there's two reasons. One, the 24-track is much more expensive than that little DP-06, and also the DP-6 here, working with only 4 tracks basically means what you get is what you get, right? It forces you to commit to ideas and stuff like that, which takes you in a sort of, has a sort of randomness to the direction it takes you, which is why a lot of people like the OP1, the Teenage Engineering OP1, because it's only got a 4-track recorder in it, right? And so you make a decision and then you live with it, then you move on, and you deal with what comes up when it comes up. And so this is a cheap recorder, and it's fun and it's easy to use. And then for effects, I just grabbed this old Digitech DP-100 guitar pedal here. It was my main pedal that I used on my Honor Pianet T for Science Ninja Big 10. It's a good effects pedal, multi-effects pedal, and it's cheap. Like, you could probably get these for, I don't know, $50 maybe. So it's a good cheap pedal. I don't think they make them anymore, but it was no big fancy thing, right? So it's cheap. And yeah, so that'll be our effects, our recorder, and our MG-1 for the source. So let's get started. So I guess the first thing we've got to do is I'm going to record a bass drum. Just let, I don't know, 5 minutes or so of bass drum record to the Tascam, just so I've got a good beat to play along with. And the Moog MG-1 is one of the coolest kick drum synthesizers you can get, just by triggering the filter to self-oscillate with the LFO. And as you can hear, so let me get this set up to record. Let me get my reading glasses. Old man eyes. Okay. There we go. Okay, so needless to say, I'm not going to record doing that for 5 minutes. So let's come back after I've got that recorded. Alright, so we are back. And now I want to make a snare sound, right? Yeah, can't just have just a bass drum, that would be kind of silly. So it's going to just using the noise channel. It's a little too long. Make a contoured sound. Oh, I like that. Oh, listen to that. I gotta remember that. I'll use that later. That'll make a neat percussion. But no, I think I went. Maybe a little too long. That'll do. All right. I forgot about this. The DP-100. So that little weak ass snare we had before, we've now got like this. Very crunchy 80s sounding drums. Alright. So I got the snare down and the bass drum down. And I've been working on this percussion instrument here. Using an effect here. Actually, I think I like it better with the effect off. Let's see. let's play with it a bit and see what we think. I'm gonna use this. Alright, so I recorded basically just the filter oscillating as like a little ping pong percussion thing. And I forgot to mention another piece of gear that I have working tonight, and that was I took a Gummy, and before I made this, because I took a Gummy and then I thought, hey, I wonder if I could like just improvise a little jam with one of these things, right? Like with this sort of combination, put together a little song or something like that, right? I wonder if I could do that. And I was like, Gummy voice in my head was like, yeah, you could, you probably could, you know how to do this shit. So I did it. And that's the difference between Gummy voice and normal voice that's in my head. Because normal voice in my head would be, oh, that's stupid, so let's not do that. And Gummy voice in my head is like, yeah, that's probably stupid, but you know what? What the hell? Let's try it. The worst is I'm going to ramble incoherently. And I do that all the time anyways, because I have aphasia. And so, yeah, this is the result of a Gummy-inspired thing. So anyways, this song is probably going to suck, because Gummies are good for inspiration, like my idea to just do this, but they suck for technique and finesse. So I absolutely would never work like this professionally. But hey, I'm not doing this professionally. I'm having fun with my friends on YouTube. So we're doing this. We're gonna do it. I don't care what this comes out like. If this song is total crap, I don't care, because I'm gonna plow on through and try to do this, even though every instinct would normally say, "Oh, dude, you're crashing and burning. Like give her up, man." Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, I recorded the ping pongy percussion-y bit, and which was just the filters resonating. Oscillating, self-oscillating, and now I think we'll put a bass line. Oh, what key was I think it was. See, this is why you don't work professionally with the Gummy, because you use it on your off time to make things work. Okay, that's with the effect. That's really nice. But it's got a kind of funkiness to it. Yeah, let's try that. All right. All right. So I got the bass stuff down, and I have no clue how good this sounds because it's really late at night, and I have my studio monitors down because I don't know how everything sounds kind of weird. It's very hard for me to judge. See, this is why I would never. I jam stone, but I'd never be able to get up on stage and operate like this at all. It's weird. It's just some musicians. I know some musicians, and they can't get on stage without this, and it's just because their brains are wired differently, right? Everybody's brain's wired differently, and everyone experiences narcotics in different ways. And I find I'm very inspired when I and motivated too. I don't talk myself out of doing stupid things like this. That I'm having the time of my life doing this. But without this, I'd be like, oh no, that would be stupid. Oh, let's analyze how we're going to get from there, and I'd talk myself out of doing it. Well, I'd eventually, if it was something I was passionate enough about, I'd get myself motivated to try it, but I'd tinker a bit. Before I wouldn't just go blah like that. So, but that's what I'm doing this video. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I got the bass part down, and now I'm just gonna put some trippy shit on top. So I've got the Moog set up in trippy shit mode using an effect on here. See, if I didn't have the Gummy, I could go in and I could edit all the effects to be very precise in this. I'm just sort of slapping paint wherever it goes and flying by the seat of my pants right now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the trippy part. So I got an effect on there, and I got the polyphony, which is one of the really cool things about the Moog MG-1 as opposed to the other three other Moog synthesizers share the same synth engine as the MG-1, and that would be the Rogue. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'll probably be wrong. The Rogue. Oh geez. The Taurus bass pedals. The Liberation, and oh man, I can't remember the other one. Oh well, the MG-1, yeah, 4. Duh. Anyways, yeah. So I got the trippy sound. This song is going to be so up its own ass and self-indulgent, but I don't care. I'm having fun. Okay, I'm going to record the trippy stuff. All right, so I laid down that little bit there. Okay, so I laid down the polyphonic bit, and now, and I bounced all the tracks down to track 3 in stereo, and now I'm gonna I I want a funky sort of lead part. And I'm going with that. This song, I'm sorry ahead of time, man. I'm plowing on through, and it's gonna suck. It's so far up its own ass. It's so self-indulgent. But you know what? I'm having fun, and you know what? It's been such a shit fuck year that whatever you can do, man, that's having fun and not hurting anyone, go for her, buddy. So yeah, we've put the trippy part down on this, and now we're gonna put. Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right, yeah. Okay, so we are done. I'm not putting any more on this song because it's already gone on too long and too silly. But I set out to proof of concept that you don't need a lot of all this shit that I've got to make music. You one good trusty synth that you like, and one decent multi-effects pedal or rack or whatever, and a little digital recorder. Or you can even skip the digital recorder and use your computer. But I like having this little portable thing. There's a lot of annoying things about it because, of course, it's Tascam, and they always gotta sort of screw you over a little bit. So the one thing is that it unlike my Zoom 24, this thing doesn't record it in WAV files. It records in its own proprietary audio format that is, you can't access it. So you know, you have to export everything. That's just an extra step that's not needed on the R24. I can just pop the card into my PC and pull the files off from there. Anyways, so yeah, I did it with the MG, the RP-100, and that little 4-track right there. And it's such a fucking pretentious wank of a song too. But I'm going to hit play now, and I'm just going to record some footage around my studio while it plays. And you can hear the whole song. Of course, I'm not going to be playing you the camera audio. I'll be playing you the audio from that when I do it. But I'll just, I don't know, be self-indulgent some more and show you some of the stuff I got here in the geek room. And if you see something and you want me to do this again, if you like this, then let me know. I'll make another one. It was fun. Have a gummy and a rum and a coke and just be silly and not worry about shit. That's pretty fun. Why the fuck was this shit ever illegal? Fuck, that makes me mad. Anyways, let's do the song.